Okay, YouTube, I'm back. Thanks for joining me. So now we're going to cut away the excess so we can put on our binding, because now we have stitched our quilt and it is all put together. So you're going to need a ruler and a rotary cutter for this part. So this ruler, it has it's in 1/4 inch increments. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take this ruler and lay it down onto these, and I am going to cut a 1/4 inch away from the edge. Now make sure my mat is not big enough for this whole table, so I'm just only going to be able to do it in sections. But when you're at the top, make sure that you save your 1/4 inch for the top as well. So here we go. I'm starting here because my mat goes down at 16 inches, but I'm starting at about 15, and I'm going to cut all the way down, and I'm just going to cut, and now I've cut that away and I've left a 1/4 inch right here. All right, I'm going to do the same on this side. Make sure that my 1/4 inch line, let me see, my ruler is so old. Gotta make sure that I see a 1/4 inch. Be mindful of how much space you have on your table. So I'm just gonna cut a little bit because I don't want my blade to go over my table. So then I'm just gonna grab it down a little bit more, and then I'm going to continue to cut a 1/4 inch. Just line it up on the line, a 1/4 inch, and I'm just going to continue to cut away. Quarter inch all the way around. If you don't have a lot of space, just use the space you got until you make it all the way around. 1/4 inch. And then don't forget, when you get to the corners at the top, you need a 1/4 inch at the top and the bottom. So just go over a little bit, even if you got to come back and get the 1/4 inch after if you go over. 1/4 inch. Now this part is long, or a lot of times they will be long, and you could use this for something else. You could just take out the few stitches that's in there, and you can use this. You can cut this down to be a patch in something, and then the excess binding you can use for key fobs or pouches, small pouches or something like that. So now I've got that side cut. I'm going to go ahead and cut this side. Make sure that you don't have any of your quilt underneath. You don't want to cut into your quilt. That would be a sad, sad day. So now I'm just going to go and do the top. Cut a 1/4 inch away. And then I'm just going to bring my quilt down some more until I get the whole 1/4 inch cut away. I forgot how much I enjoy making quilts. It's been a while since I've made a whole complete quilt. And because I have so many other crafts now, that I just don't have one room to do stuff in anymore. I got a yarn room, a fabric room, a glow forge room. So I have so many rooms now till it's like it's becoming out of hand. But that's okay. I'm going to be downsizing as I prepare for retirement, because I'm at that age now where it's time to think about retiring. It's time to draw my Social Security and call it a day. So here we go. Now I'm just gonna continue to cut down, continue to take off until I have a 1/4 inch taken off all the way around this quilt so that I can get my binding on, get ready to do the binding. And this ruler is, this mat is just a 16 by 16, so you don't need like a super big mat. But if you can get a big mat and have a place to put it, the bigger the better. I do have other big mats, but like I said, I have so many crafts right now that I can't even get to it. So we got one more side to do to cut away. Uh-oh. Got stuff over there. And so now that I have, I'm at this corner, I'm just going to put my ruler all the way at the end, so I'll make sure I have my 1/4 inch there. Pick up my rotary cutter that fell on the ground and go ahead and continue to cut away. Continue to cut away. Got a little space left from where I started. Yeah, so we are almost at the end of this process. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed putting it on. And we are almost at the finish line. Let's pull this down a little bit. Want to nick my table. And that is the end of. So now we have our quilt top all cut and ready to be bound. So we've cut a 1/4 inch away from the ends. There's a 1/4 inch on that end. We have a 1/4 inch on that end and all the way around. So there we have it. I'm gonna put it on the floor. See if I could take you out without turning